to the cost estimation model is just an important part of equity because you get to the underlying issues that are driving costs in different settings for different ages of children. There was no geographic differences in the model, in what people were having to pay staff, in what was driving the costs. So we immediately saw that and these are mostly oftentimes women of color, many Spanish speaking family women, not able to make a living wage at all, but yet caring for our most precious children and doing it in a way that, like we saw during COVID, very few family child care homes or group in larger homes ever closed, ever had challenges and issues. And so we saw that as a big strength and a way that we could help improve that across the state. So we saw that as a big push for our equity focus here in New Mexico. Our statewide strategic plan has an actual definition of equitable access that says we ensure respect for and celebration of New Mexico's multicultural and multilingual diversity, that we seek to heal trauma, including historical and generational trauma, and deconstruct systemic racism, sexism, and other entrenched and unfair biases. We prioritize resources and opportunities for those with greatest need. We increase family engagement through a multi-generational and cross-sector approach, which supports different family structures and addresses the integrated factors which affect family stability and well-being. And we move towards universal access for families to early childhood programs and supports. As a state, we have created equity core guiding principles, and our ultimate goal are to create equity councils across the state. Through that process with our partners, they went out and interviewed our community members, and childcare was the biggest concern. And they said, we need the department to focus on this, particularly family childcare, of Spanish-speaking providers, that the department was not as responsive as we needed to be, and that they were not getting the resources and support that they needed. So we have a whole equity journey, and it's centering our work around those most impacted. And so more to come on that, but it is deeply embedded in the agency's structure and the way we operate. We had all of our staff trained through the Embracing Equity work, and that brought a lot of good conversations, hard conversations, but this is something that we know we're building a system. And so we know that inherent in so many of our systems is this structural and the systemic racism and other inequities that are just baked into our systems. So here we have an opportunity as a brand new department to think differently, do differently, be in partnership. And we know that it's going to take that intentionality of looking at our policies, looking at our practices. And so with the cost estimation model, the bilingual incentive, the wage supplement, pay parity, these are all pieces of us recognizing that our current policies and practices are creating inequity.